All right, guys, welcome back. So today we're back out of the range with the good old trusty Glock 19. And I know some of you guys are probably asking, why are we back out of the range with this? Why are we gonna shoot this? You've got multiple videos up on the channel already showing this thing, shooting this thing, and having fun with this thing. So what are we doing here? So, of course, we are going to have fun with it, but the purpose of today's video, or the topic, I guess, of today's video is going to be a little bit different, because as you see it right here, this is how I have it set up to be my home defense slash nightstand gun. So I wanted to bring it out here today in this configuration just to run some rounds through it, and especially to run some of the ammo that I use for home defense, which is some Federal 124 grain jacketed hollow points, some personal defense type stuff. I just want to run another box of it through it just to make sure it's going to be running properly, so I know it's going to work, you know, if that time ever comes that I do need to defend my house or my family. So we're going to run some of those along with just some full metal jacket stuff. But I just wanted to make this video just to kind of talk about the importance of bringing your defensive guns out, the guns that you are going to rely on to save yourself, your family, your home, whatever, and just bring it out from time to time, run your defensive ammo through it, make sure it's going to work properly, make sure it's going to work with the light on it, the mags that you're using, the sights are set up right, and all that, just to kind of refresh everything, to make sure everything is up to par, just in case you do need it for that defensive situation. So, we got the first magazine loaded up with the hollow points. We're gonna run it first, and then I've got a couple more mags loaded up. We're just gonna shoot it, and then I'll kind of go over how I've got this thing set up and what works best for me for my home defense gun. So, here we go. Let's just start shooting. Okay, ran flawlessly. And this one has 3 more rounds of the hollow points mixed in with a couple of full metal jackets, just what I had left in the box. I put it in one magazine. Okay, so now I think I got 3 more magazines loaded up. These are all 115 grain MagTech full metal jackets. Okay, working perfectly, lights staying nice and tight. And normally, when the camera's not rolling, I try to move around a little bit, but for video's sake, I'm just standing stationary so I can stay on camera. But I did move my targets out apart from each other just a little bit so I can practice moving the gun around to multiple different targets, because I guess 9 times out of 10 you're going to run into multiple people breaking in to your house or something like that, and you might have to engage multiple targets. So I like to spread them out a little bit, that way, you know, I'm moving the gun, I think they're probably 12 feet across, so I can practice on moving back and forth, moving the gun while shooting. So that's just another thing that I like to do. Okay, so that is all the ammo that I had loaded up. So let's go ahead and talk about how I've got this Glock 19 set up for my home defense pistol, what works best for me. But this is a Gen 3 Glock 19, and if you've watched the channel for any amount of time now, you've seen this, you know, multiple times on the channel, but some people might be new. But this is a Gen 3 Glock 19. I like to run the 15 round mag with the +2 extension on it. To have 17 or 18, 17 plus 1. Now you can run the Glock 17 mag, but I kind of like running the with the +2 on it, because it's going to be a very rare occasion that this would ever happen, but it doesn't happen very often, but I have heard cases that it has. So just to kind of bypass any troubles, the base plate on your magazine is, it serves the purpose of not letting you over insert the magazine if you have to jam this thing in the gun real hard. Now again, this only happens on like single stack guns. It doesn't very rarely happen on double stack guns, but just in case, I like to have this so if I jam this in the gun, it's not gonna over insert and all that. But like I said, that's a very rare occurrence if that was ever going to happen. So I've got the 15 round magazine with the +2 extension on it. Let's see, the trigger is stock configuration, but I did take the serrated trigger out and I changed it to the one without the serrations on it. It's more of the smooth style trigger, but it is all factory Glock parts, and but I just like the ones without the serrations a little bit better. Now the next thing we got is one of the ArachniGrip slide spiders, and this is just a little adhesive kind of skateboard tape type thing that goes over the top of the slide, and it comes pre-cut for whatever gun that you're running. And I do have videos up on this doing a test on it, pouring some dish soap and gun oil and stuff all over it, and I was still able to rack the slide with relative ease, even having all that crap all over the slide. So I really do like these things, and I'll leave a link down below to the ArachniGrip website if you guys would like to go over there, check them out. They're not a whole lot of money and they do help out tremendously. Excellent product. But I do have one of those on there to help with any type of grip, just in case, again, my hands are slippery or whatever. So that is a really good addition. Up front, I've got the TLR from Streamlight. This is the HL model, the 630 lumen model, I do believe. Excellent light, guys. I run Streamlights on pistols, long guns, all that stuff. I really do like Streamlight products. They're very well priced, and you know, they always have worked for me. I've never had any issues with any of them that I've owned. I've got the standard TLR one, I've got this HL, and I've got one of the ProTac rail mount ones, the long gun light, on my AR pistol. And again, no issues with any of them at all. And you really just can't not beat them, especially at the price that they offer these things at. I think you can pick all of these lights up for right around the $100 range, and you know, with the quality and the durability and the price, it's just a great option. Love my Streamlight products. So the light goes on there. It just, you know, you just tighten it down. It stays on there. It doesn't come off. These are just like, I just got this thing tightened on by hand, and it does not come loose. I mean, you got a spot on here that you can take a screwdriver and really wrench it on if you want to be extra secure, but I've always just tightened them real tight by hand, and I haven't had any issues with them falling off. So excellent, excellent light for your home defense pistol. Let's see, I think the last thing that I wanted to talk about are the sights that I like to run, and my all-time favorite pistol sights are the Trijicon HDs, and more specifically the ones with the orange front. I've tried it with the yellow. They work out really well, but for me, with my eyes and my shooting and all that stuff, I prefer to have the orange. I'm gonna put these on every single gun that I can, or that I own, every handgun that they offer them for. You know, I just like them that much. They work out great. That orange really pops out to you, like out here today in the daylight. The orange really pops out. You can get on target quickly. And then of course you've got the tritium inserts for that low light, no light situations, and they just work out great. The rear sight has a nice sharp high ledge on it, so if you have to run the gun one-handed, you know, rack it off your belt or a table or whatever you need to do, it does have that nice ledge on there to allow you to do that. I think that's about, well, I guess I do have a Vickers extended mag release on there. It just helps me with my short little fingers to get to the magazine release a little bit easier. Not a necessity, it's just something that I like to run. But that's about it, guys. That's how I like to run my my home defense / nightstand Glock 19. This has everything on it that I think that I would need if that ever happened, if that occurrence ever happened, if there ever was that bump in the night. I think this is the setup that's going to work out best for me. Now, I know everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to like to run something a little bit different, maybe a different gun, different setup, different light, different sights. It's going to be a personal preference. It's just whatever's going to work for you. But what I can say is whatever you decide to use, the ammo, the lights, the sights, whatever, always take it out to the range and shoot it and make sure it's going to work. You know, try to do it once a month at least. Take it out, shoot the ammo that you're going to be carrying in it, use the sights, use the light, just make sure it's going to work, especially if it's going to be as important as your home defense gun. I cannot emphasize enough on how important that really is. But anyhow, guys, just wanted to come out, like I said, shoot the gun, run my carry ammo through it, and just share with you guys my setup and see what you guys have to say about it and all that. But definitely let us know down in the comment section below what your carry gun is, the way you like to have it set up. Is it something like this? Is it something totally different? I'd love to see what you guys use for your home defense / nightstand guns. But anyhow, guys, if you have any questions or comments about this video or anything else you see here on the channel, ask those in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. And as always, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody subscribing, and we'll catch you in the next one.